cancer. The worst cancer is cancer of the spirit. And the cure that is a steady transfusion and infusion of love. That's why with our song, I Feel Gotta Look God Good, it starts, love's in need of love today. For every man, woman, girl, and boy. You can look outside and find happiness. You got to look within to find joy. Because joy is a whole other thing. Anybody can get happy, but you can't always find joy. That's come from within. So that's one of the many tools. So with the Paul Anthony Foundation, we try to teach you to be healthy with your spirit, spread the love, be proactive with your health, nutrition. All those things are important.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we are going to play that track and many others from Full Force here on the show today because we have fans around the world who want to hear from you. And I actually want to mention as well the website. If anybody wants to go and find out more about it, www.palivelife.org. That's right, isn't it?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yes, it's palivelife.org. You'll see a lot of things that I'm doing, a lot of things I'm going to do. I've been asked to join the Moffitt Cancer Center. They're 6th in the world. And that we're doing some special things out in Tampa. I'm going to be doing certain concerts like Celebrate the Fight 2018, which is pretty much walking in victory before you step on your own personal battlefield. Then I'm going to do a Hip Hop Fights Cancer in Atlanta. So that's a lot of things we're doing. So it's palivelife.org. There's also a donation page on there. Don't be afraid. $1 can save a life. And there's also www.fullforceworld.com. That's the Full Force page also. But for the Paul Anthony, palivelife.org. Thank you.
Fantastic. It's because of you and people like you who have this worldwide media platform and profile that more people have and will get to learn more about blood cancer. So you are totally bringing awareness and helping to educate people in so many ways on how to deal with it and help others who are sick. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for sharing that story. I got to ask you. You and your brothers, you are all in demand, obviously deservedly so, and you never seem to stop working. But if you were to take some time off from the music industry, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Oh man, well, you know what? It's the music industry is such a crazy way because sometimes a break will come unto itself. You know what I mean? Because the phones may not ring in that regard, but that's why you have to be creative and think of some other ways to do things. I'm a producer of a wonderful stage play called Gun Sings My Soul, based on domestic violence. My brother, Bow-Legged Lou, he has his foundation, Hope with a Vision, which is a foundation that really helps to find more cures to eye disease. He has a degenerative eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa, and it's basically the closing of the central nervous system of the eyes, So we're helping to find cures for that, So it's all about alignment for the assignment, alignment with other causes, other things to do. So that has become a very important thing now. But, everything feeds everything. Because now, as I'm staying purposeful, I'm able to do concerts. And guess what? Full Force is going to be on the concert. So
all you copycats out there, get off of my tip. Because I'm James Brown with the Full Force. Ain't taking no lip.
This is Paul Anthony of the Grammy Award-winning production team Full Force, and you are listening to the Ask Avani Show.
Absolutely. As I mentioned before, and as everybody knows, your discography and your body of work is like a who's who of the music industry. And we mentioned some of the artists you've worked with before, and there's even more like Lil' Kim and Bob Dylan and others, and Backstreet Boys. I'm just wondering, are there any artists that you haven't yet worked with that you would like to work with in the future?
Yeah. There's certain artists that are very impactful. I love Kendrick. What he's doing, his he's still giving it to you, but he has that level of consciousness as well. And I have no doubt that we're going to work together, whether it's in the studio, whether it's on the stage, whether it's feeding purpose, we're going to work together. I promise you. I speak it into existence and it comes.
Fantastic.
He's definitely one person on my list for sure.
Oh, wow. So can I ask you, what do you think about technology and the way it's evolved, especially for use in the music industry with things like Skype, for example?
I know. Well, it can be an immensely useful tool. Of course, sometimes, like anything that tastes great, it could be a detriment with too much of it, because then, everything gets flooded. And next thing you know, we have a situation where we have now. I think the music industry is in need for a musical colonic. Mm-hmm. There's a cleansing that needs to be done. We need to clear some of this shit out. We need to. It's just too much, But at the same time, it's very, very helpful, because now people who can't get in record companies or can't get through the doors or don't get the eyes or the ears of the so-called executives in these chairs that they don't belong in, they don't need them no more. Chance changed all that. Chance said, I'm stream my way to success. And that was wonderful, because he's a good brother. So there's ways to do it now, and technology is at the forefront of all that.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, I want to ask you, have you ever had to record with an artist over the internet, for example, if they're in another country, if maybe your schedules mean that you can't physically be in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, we did that, and it's very cool. On our last album, Full Force with Love from Our Friends, we have 30 gold and platinum artists on our most recent album, And while Samantha Fox was in London, we did a wonderful song called Oh You Mother Freakers Dance, and it features Samantha Fox and Flavor Flav. So we're Skyping vocals with her while she was in London. It's very cool. Just interface and it comes right in. I love
it. Absolutely. Because you're so in demand working with other artists, is it hard to find time to work on your own music projects?
No, not really. I'm working on some new things right now with some new young artists as well that I'm very excited about. So, every writer and every producer have their own cycle. Sometimes the phone don't ring as often as it is, but with the music industry, it only takes one. And that's important for all you creative people to know. One hit, one song, one production, one phone call, one prayer, one belief. It only takes one. Then everybody loves you. And then that's when you got to be selective with your time.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know as well, because you just mentioned it, one of your most recent album releases was With Love from Our Friends. You had so many contributions, as you said. What was it like? Why did you decide that you wanted to do that project and do it in the way that you did?
Well, Lou led that project. And Lou, he said, Paul, we've got to do another album. He spoke to everybody in the group, and so Lou was definitely on the forefront of that. He had a wonderful relationship with all the people over at Legacy. And we said, let's do this. And Lou wanted to dedicate the album to me, and because of that, it was just wonderful. Every artist, starting with my beloved sister Faith Evans and my beloved sister Sheila E. They were one of the first to come, and then Tisha and our baby sister Shanice, and of course our girls Allure, and then my brother Amari Hardwick and Blair Underwood and Flavor Flav and my brother Big Daddy Kane, and everybody just came. Regina Bell, the Queen, and my brother Howard Hewitt. There's so many people that just came for the love of my journey. And I just told you last week, I promise you, before it's all said and done, every artist that's on that album is going to be in a concert that the Paul Anthony Foundation is producing. Promise that. There's no doubt in my mind. Because it's all about give back and reciprocity,
Absolutely. So even though you had all these different people, when you've really got going, was it challenging to coordinate having so many different special guest collaborations on the one album?
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't. I mean, it was mainly commandeered by Lou and myself, and we're like the communicators in the group. And then, thank God, my cousins and my brother B, they always follow suit. So it was easy. Jerry started doing some tracks. Kurt whipped up some crazy tracks. Junior was navigating, make sure that all the vocals right here. B had some joints, and then we just started calling everybody, communicating with everybody, especially Lou, just reaching out to people to be a part of it. He told them the purpose, and it just came together beautifully. Yeah.
Fantastic. When are you going to release some more music for your fans around the world?
It's coming. That's why y'all got to check out the website, fullforceworld.com. palivelife.org to stay up with us, or you hit me on the gram, The Real Paul Anthony, Facebook. We're big on communication. Reach out. You reach out this way, you know exactly what we're doing.
Absolutely. Are you planning on touring as a group in the UK and Europe again anytime soon? Please tell us, because everybody wants to know.
You know, we're talking to some promoters now, and I would love to, because I love the UK. We stayed out there, even when we did Samantha Fox, probably lived in Kensington for like 6 months, and then we toured all of Germany, and who don't love Amsterdam, and, you know, just being out there. But I mean, I love the UK, so we definitely want to come out there, because sometimes you got to get away from home and be where you're really appreciated. They're like, well, the real Full Force is coming. Yeah, we come.
Yeah, we love you. We want you to come. That's why I had to ask, because I knew my listeners would be like, why you didn't ask them that? You have to ask them that. When are they coming over? I like to say.
Keep listening to Avani. She's going to know first. Okay?
Oh, yes. Exclusive. I'll tell you, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Yes. And I'm just like, because one of my sayings is, you know, go where you're wanted, stay where you're loved.
That's
kind of thing. So we just want you to come over. Please do. And please, can you tell me about some of your next projects coming up? Can you give us a little sneak preview about some of the other artists you might be working with, for example?
Imagination. There's a couple of acts, but we're going to roll back into the pop genre. We've made so much success with boy bands. There's another project working on called We Are Nation. They're a group of talented young cats singing, that's coming, there's another young cat I'm working with right now. His name is J. Ron, the storyteller, and he's phenomenal. There's another young lady, Zandi. She's incredible writer. I mean, y'all just check out the website. Y'all be hearing a lot about them. Trust me.
Absolutely. Oh, there are so many people. And there's going to be a lot of people who want to work with you. And as you said, you're just so busy. So people are just going to have to sort of, hang tight and wait and wait their turn, right?
Make room, for real.
Absolutely. Oh, please. You have mentioned it again before, but please could you mention it again, some of your social media, so that people know how to get in contact with you, Paul Anthony, and Full Force?
Absolutely. Well, definitely with Full Force, all the media websites, all the social websites, and of course our site is www.fullforceworld.com. Okay, you want to hit all the individual members, Bow-Legged Lou, hit them on Facebook, hit them on Instagram. The Real Paul Anthony, that's me on the gram, Facebook, Twitter, all those sites. Baby Jerry, Kurt, Shy, Be Fine. The Paul Anthony Foundation, palivelife.org. Definitely check that out, because there's going to be a lot of other concerts I'm doing, a lot of other appearances, speaking engagements, a lot of surprises. Once again, there's a donation page you can make there to help me be impactful and touch these lives, to come out there. Anytime I come someplace, I have to visit a school or a hospital or a prison or shelter and just engage and exchange that spirit. So once again, y'all reach out to me. Let me know, and we will connect.
Absolutely. Fantastic. This has been the Ask Avani Show with my very special guest, Paul Anthony from Full Force. Thank you so much for your time today, but please, will you stay on the line? Oh, people, it has been real. Keep it locked.
Love it. Avani Show!
Thank you so much.
What's going on, y'all? This is your cancer champion, Paul Anthony of the award-winning group Full Force. And you are vibing with the Ask Avani Show. So don't change that dial.
Good afternoon and welcome back. This is the Ask Avani Show right here on Sometro Radio. You have been listening to my very special guest interview with Paul Anthony from Full Force. Wow, amazing interview. I hope you guys totally enjoyed that, because I had a fantastic time speaking with him. He had so much to share and so much education and information to give about the music industry, about his life, about his career, about his struggle with cancer, and so much more. All the artists that he has worked with, which is, as I said during the interview, a who's who of the music and entertainment industry. And I have been totally honored to speak with him this afternoon. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As he said, keep it locked. There is a lot more that he and Full Force will be doing in future. So you know what to do. This has been the Ask Avani Show. Don't touch that dial.